What do you think the future holds for you?
Well, we don't know, but hopefully a world champion.
Mitchell Lawrie, just 14 years old, stormed into the darts spotlight by capturing the senior Welsh Open title on the WDF circuit, defeating veteran Darren Johnson by 6-1 in the final. Along the way, Lawrie dismantled reigning WDF world champion Neil Duff in a nail-biting quarterfinal 4-3, before sweeping aside Cavan Phillips 5-1 in the semis. To cap it off, he also won the boys' competition at the same event, dropping only a single leg in the matches reported. According to the World Darts Federation, Lawrie is now the youngest ever to achieve a senior WDF triumph at this level. I want to make something absolutely crystal clear to all my viewers. Everything you're about to see and hear in this comprehensive analysis consists of real tournament results, actual match statistics, verified tournament data, and confirmed darts information. No clickbait, no exaggeration, no speculation, just the unvarnished truth about Mitchell Lawrie's breakthrough. And the biggest question is this: is Lawrie simply following Luke Littler's footsteps, or could he actually surpass what Littler achieved at the same age? Stay tuned. If you think Littler's rise was the pinnacle of youth darts, Lawrie's numbers might just change your mind. At the Welsh Open, Lawrie's dominance wasn't just about wins, it was about margins. Against Darren Johnson, a seasoned professional with decades of experience, Lawrie converted his doubles at a rate above 40%, according to official WDF match stats. In his semifinal, he checked out legs clinically, finishing with averages in the mid-80s, remarkable for someone just beginning his senior career. Mitchell's composure under pressure is what impressed me most, said tournament referee Paul Booth in his post-final interview. He looked like he had been playing at this level for years. For darts fans, the context here matters. Johnson and Duff are not weekend amateurs. They are names known on the WDF circuit, with Duff holding a world title. Beating them isn't just an early feather in the cap. It's a sign that Lawrie is already handling a world-class opposition. But this is only half the story. His youth title win shows an even scarier picture of consistency.
It would be a dream come true for me and my family, and it would make me so proud. And
few players managed to win both the senior and youth divisions at the same event. Lawrie did it in a fashion that bordered on ruthless. In the boys' competition, he lost just a single leg across all his recorded matches. Official WDF updates confirmed he dominated every encounter from start to finish, setting checkout percentages near 50%. This dual title achievement has drawn immediate comparisons with Luke Littler, who first made headlines by claiming senior WDF titles as a teenager, while still dominating youth competitions. Littler's rise was fueled by his ability to straddle both levels seamlessly, and Lawrie is showing the same pattern. We may be seeing the next chapter of youth dominance in darts, commented former Lakeside champion Scott Mitchell during a TalkSport segment. What Littler did was historic, but Lawrie is matching those benchmarks at a frightening pace. So, how do Lawrie's numbers really compare to Littler's legendary early run? Let's break that down. When Luke Littler was 14, his biggest senior title came at the 2021 Irish Open, where he averaged around 90 across key matches and showcased a finishing percentage north of 45%. Lawrie's Welsh Open win sees him just shy of those averages, but his composure on doubles and the sheer dominance in youth ranks suggest he's right there. Official records show Littler was ranked top of the WDF youth standings at 14, and Lawrie, with this Welsh Open double, has surged into contention for a similar trajectory. Both are products of the grassroots UK darts scene, but Lawrie's Scottish background adds another layer. The development pathway for young players north of the border has historically been thinner. What Littler is doing at the PDC level now is unprecedented, Wayne Martle said during Sky Sports coverage earlier this year. But the fact there's already another 14-year-old winning senior titles tells you the youth system is producing at an incredible rate. Still, numbers alone don't define greatness. The test lies in consistency. Can Lawrie deliver this outside one event? Why is this win so significant for darts fans? First, because it represents generational change. We're now in an era where teenagers are no longer exceptions, but genuine threats to established pros. Littler's Premier League debut at 16 shattered barriers. Lawrie's win at 14 suggests the trend is accelerating. Second, it forces governing bodies to rethink development pathways. With Lawrie already beating world champions at 14, do organizations like the WDF and PDC need to fast-track young talents into more competitive opportunities? The parallels to Littler suggest the answer is yes. And finally, it energizes the fan base. Casual viewers are drawn to prodigies, while seasoned fans see it as validation of the sport's future depth. As commentator Rod Studd once said about Littler, "We're not just seeing a player, we're seeing a generational shift." Lawrie now represents that same possibility. But what does this mean for Lawrie's next steps? That's where the story gets complicated. Lawrie's immediate future remains within the WDF system, where youth and senior opportunities often overlap. Unlike Littler, who jumped rapidly into the PDC spotlight, Lawrie's progression may depend on whether he and his team pursue ranking events more aggressively. The Welsh Open provides ranking points, and a few more results like this could place him in contention for invitations to larger international events. The question is not whether he's talented enough, that's already clear, but how quickly he'll be allowed to transition. Managing a young player's exposure is key, said PDC Development Tour Director Dave Allen earlier this year when asked about Littler's rise. You want to nurture the talent without overloading them. That same balance will now define Lawrie's journey. And yet the comparison everyone keeps asking remains. Could Lawrie actually be better than Littler at the same age? This is where the debate heats up. Littler had not only results but sustained averages above 90 before he turned 15, alongside a Youth World title. Lawrie has one marquee senior event under his belt. Statistically, Littler's edge is still evident. His scoring power was unmatched at 14. But Lawrie's case isn't about raw averages, it's about temperament. To beat a world champion like Neil Duff in a deciding leg at 14 shows a psychological resilience that even Littler didn't fully showcase until a year later. What separates Littler is his scoring. What might separate Lawrie is his temperament, said darts journalist Matthew Kiernan in a Sunsport piece covering the Welsh Open. That's the crux of the debate. For fans, the question isn't just whether Lawrie will match Littler's records, it's whether the sport can handle two once-in-a-generation prodigies rising almost back-to-back. If Littler changed the future of darts at 16, Lawrie's run at 14 suggests the future may be arriving even faster than anyone imagined. So let's recap. Mitchell Lawrie, age 14, has won the Senior Welsh Open title by defeating Darren Johnson 6-1, along with the boys' title at the same event. He took down reigning world champion Neil Duff en route, proving that his breakthrough wasn't a fluke but a statement. His performance mirrors Luke Littler's early rise, sparking debates about whether he could be the next Littler, or perhaps even better. The significance stretches beyond one tournament. It reshapes how we view youth development. It challenges the dominance of established pros, and it cements that dart's future lies in the hands of fearless teenagers. I'll continue bringing you only verified tournament results, real statistics, and confirmed darts information. No clickbait, no speculation, just the facts that will keep you informed about professional darts based on official sources and verified data.